Hey guys, what's going on? I just got a question in, and it is, how can I get a job as a freelancer from Upwork regularly? So I think that this answer is going to be like a lot of other answers, and that's basically you gotta get the three P's going, and that's profile, portfolio, and proposals, right? So first things first, you need to make sure that your profile is looking really awesome and that you have all the basics covered and then some. Upwork is completely filled with able-bodied people. There's 4 million plus active freelancers on the platform. So there's a lot of competition out there and people that are competing for these jobs. And the people that are generally going to have a really tight profile. So that means that they're going to have a nicely laid out first paragraph of just useful information that's going to demonstrate that you're an expert in your craft and you can do what you say you're going to be able to do. So the first things first is get that nailed down, make sure it looks great, have it proofread, go over it a bunch of times, follow the strategies that we've outlined in a lot of different areas on the channel, and also look at the people that are doing great in your industry. Try and emulate what they're doing because that's what's working. Look at the different metrics that each person has. So if you're doing design, if you're practicing law, if you're doing translations, like look at the top people in your craft and see what they're doing, and that you can basically just kind of wrap yourself around, right? Like I'm not saying copy that completely. You're going to get some ideas about what is basically attractive because you're going to find it attractive, right? And you can just say, hey, that sounds good. I can do that. And you can mesh in 3 or 4 of your favorite people and get something even better than all 4. So really concentrate on your profile. Moving on to the portfolio section of the profile, which is the second, biggest part that people are going to pay attention to because they want to see the work that you've done. And with the portfolio, it doesn't even require a lot of past work or things that are done through the platform, like, right? It's not like the review section that comes after time after you do a bunch of work, right? This is something that you can start working on as soon as you get on the platform. And a lot of people always come to me and they're like, Adam, I don't know, like I don't have a lot of work to show. Well, if you're in that situation and don't have the actual work to show, I would focus on learning a craft and demonstrating how you do that craft, right? Like, so this could be, in my world, marketing, design, funnels, automation, stuff like that. So let's say automation, for instance, if I'm taking someone through an automation platform that these types of clients are in need of, I'm demonstrating my knowledge in these platforms. So how can you demonstrate your craft, right? Like, can you just create something on your own if you're a designer? Can you write something on your own if you're a writer? If you're trying to get your head wrapped around these AI tools and you're learning them, and I suggest you do, you can demonstrate your effectiveness in using some of these tools because that's where a lot of these new jobs are headed, right? Like they need people that understand these different AI platforms. That is the newest biggest thing. These job posts are up like 800%. So if you want regular work, position yourself to be attractive for the work that is being basically asked for on these platforms, right? Like you shouldn't go in the direction of super niche, but that isn't, that's not going to really get the impressions, right? Like you have to find the intersection of your talents and your skills along with what is in need, because you need, again, regular work. You don't want to do irregular work. And if you want to do irregular work, then you can maybe niche down and stuff like that. But I really believe that it's better to upskill and acquire new talents so you can pick up work in a wide range. And then eventually, once you get good at these pieces, possibly find a friend that can help support you in those areas, and I think that's where you can kind of scale that part and make it, again, more regular, because now it kind of flows through to other members of my team, and we can get that stuff going on a regular basis. So that's definitely some things. And then the last P, which is proposal, is once you get the other two Ps, the profile and the portfolio, up to speed, then you're really going to want to concentrate on the proposals and sending out to the right people that are going to be the types of people that are going to take interest in what you have to offer, and make the selection based off that. Because if you don't have the proposal thing now down, that again is super competitive, and they're going to be mixed and matched. It's gotten crazy with people spending connects and rising to the top and stuff like that. So it can get really aggressive there, and you're going to need to essentially do what you can to get noticed. And having a proposal, an attractive proposal with a clear call to action that's going to take people to your profile and see your portfolio, that's the name of the game for getting regular work. Along with that, that's basically how you get started with getting regular work. And then there's a lot of other ways once you start to accumulate different clients and learning your craft and things like that, where you can start to scale it. So we're always thinking, automate and scale. So how do you get that first part of your business, freelancing, automated to the point where you have a system in place where inbound's coming in and that you can convert on a regular basis? And then after that, it's how do you kind of scale that and think about how do you take it to the next level if you're interested in that. So I hope that answers that question. Thank you so much for it. Bye-bye.